Yo, what's going on, fellas? It's your boy the Bus, and we back once again. Yo, um, man, I think the last time I did the show it was week 4. So of course we're in week 8 now, and I said I was gonna be back week 8, so we back with some more fire for the Bears. Then, man, man, it's the season is moving along really well. We're in week 8 right now. I want to say we got about maybe 3 or 4 more games to get played before we move on to week 9. So everything's going pretty good, man. I can't complain. The Bears are playing well, winning some games, getting some production out of players that we thought we should, and players that we didn't think we would get production out of. So I can't say everybody's clicking on the same cylinder, but everybody knows the goal, man. That's to win games and try to win a banner in the DML. So um, let's just move right along, man. Y'all know we always start off with the schedule first. So um, you already know like the first 4 games that we played. So when I made the last show, I think we was in week 4 when I played the Lions. So we hosted. Nope, we traveled to Las Vegas and we played the Raiders, and we actually lost this game. It was like, man, 52 to 20 something, man. It was just it was bad, you know. It was bad. I actually started out the game up 21-7. So, I got a little relaxed, man, you know what I'm saying? And but shout out to Schemer, man. He played a real good game, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all that on the last show. I said Schemer got a good team. He schemes really well when he plays his opponents. Besides C Rob, I think this is probably one of the guys that actually goes back and watches tape, probably tries to find like your strongest formations or try to find your tendencies, and he really zones in on that. You know what I'm saying? So I think he did his homework. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, yeah, I lost 52 to 28. So, but I got too confident, man. Up 21-7. I'm like, oh man, this is the same old schema that I always play and beat. And then he just started making plays, man. And then um, a couple of drives, I think I had back-to-back fumbles from Fields. So, and one of them led to a fumble recovery for a touchdown. So we just couldn't get it going, man. And it's one of them games that we lost. You know, so we went to Green Bay, beat up on Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? We really needed that win because that's the division guy. We played the Buccaneers, beat up on the Bucks, but Omatic was without Tom Brady, Mr. 99 himself. He's the only 99 that I know besides Sweets 99. So both of those guys are good, man. So he was without Brady. I think he was without. I think he was out without Vita Vea as well. So those are 2 key guys, man, that he was without because of some depth chart issues, or whatever. But then we hosted Jay Ramsey, man. Y'all know Jay Ramsey. He's pretty good. He won the last Super Bowl in Madden 21, which I faced him. So, but he seems to be maybe struggling a little bit this year. I don't think he's really gotten his feet up under him real good yet. So, but I expect him to be there, you know, in the long run, man. So, as y'all see next up, we got the Steelers, man. But before we get into that, man, let's get into how my team looks right now. I think we made one trade. We picked up a few free agents, man, that we really needed to pick up. Um, as y'all know, my safeties were really weak. We got Red Wine and Jonathan Joseph back there. But the one trade that I did make was actually with Under, man. Me and Under made a trade, and it was a very simple trade. you know, nothing too flashy. I got blockbuster down there, but it wasn't really a blockbuster trade, man. I actually traded cornerback Kendall Vildor, who's a 68 overall that you see, and I got back um Eric Flowers. So I don't really think he really wanted Eric Flowers because he had just made a trade with the Broncos and got man, what's the big left guard name from the Broncos? He made a trade for him, so I guess that left Eric Flowers expendable. So yeah, he traded for Nutain Muta, the big dude from Fresno State, the big fella. So once he got him, then Eric Flowers was like an easy trade for him to make. And I was trying to build Vildor, man, but it was just one of them situations where it's like I really don't like him in real life. So it was an easy trade for me to make. So he got a young cornerback, and I got a left guard who I'm actually playing at left tackle to try to help my offensive line, man. So I think Flowers has about 3 years left on his contract. Vildo got 3 years left on his contract, so it was a pretty easy trade, man. All Under said was, "Yeah, I'll do it as long as you put it up on Daddy League." So I'm like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? We can do that. So yeah, nice little simple trade, man. I got 2 trades left. Probably won't end up using them because we in week 8 right now, which is the trade deadline. So won't be using those, man. But yeah. Next up, man, this is a guy that David Montgomery. So as you guys all know, I'm a guy who likes to run the ball. But for some reason this year, I've been passing a lot. You know what I'm saying? I got to excuse my cough, man. I've been passing a lot, and I'm not getting Montgomery the touches that he really needs. Like they've been picking up the last few weeks, but from week 1 to like maybe week 7, they were really down. And as you could tell, this is not what I'm used to. So the latter part of the season, man, I'm gonna try to get David Montgomery going. You know what I'm saying? He's a chain mover. I gotta get him going, man. So if you look yards at the contact, he got like 132 yards, 4.5 yards per carry. You know what I'm saying? Which I should be giving him the ball if he's averaging 4.5 yards per carry. The rushing yards per game. Now y'all know this is extremely low for me. 53.9. Like, man, I should normally be getting about 100 yards a game. But I got Justin Fields, so he's slinging the rock. You know what I'm saying? His longest run is 39, and total rushing yards for the year is only 431. Now, we have an extra game added on to the season, so at 431, he might reach 1,000. Might. I'm not sure. We're gonna try to get him there, but I'm just not sure if he's gonna get there or not. But man, he only had 5 touchdowns in 8 games, so which put him at 20th in the league. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure everybody looking at the standings like, man, where Bus running back at, man? Because I'm normally, man, running the rock. You know what I'm saying? Juking and jiving, running people over, man. But this year, I seem to be passing more than anything. So, I don't know. We got to get Montgomery rolling, man, because it's just not like him to be sitting there and not doing, what he's paid to do, and that's run the ball. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we'll get him there, get his touches up, man, get his yards per game up, get the yards up, get the touchdowns going, and make him a valuable piece to this offense. So, man, we just got to get him going, and that's really all I can really say about him. You know what I'm saying? But I think once he gets going, I probably can start transitioning Herbert the rookie in there as well. But I got to get him going first. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah. So, because we got Montgomery, man. I'm not even running Cohan. Cohan is like a missing piece, man. He's like, I don't know, man. I just got to focus on running. But I don't want to focus so much on running where I lose my touch or my insight as far as being able to pass, get Allen Robinson the ball, Goodwin the ball, Mooney, Cole Matt, and all them jokers, man. So we gonna see. But next up, man, we play the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I'm gonna let you know this will probably be a late night game. Hopefully, we can kick off around by 9. I think um coaches basketball, so it's a lot of places basketball season. So we gonna try to work it out, man, and get things done. So these are the key players for the Bears this week. You know what I'm saying? Um, and you're probably looking like, well, dang, it's two offensive linemen, and this is why. You must have forgot the Pittsburgh Steelers have T.J. Watt and Cameron Hayward on the line, and I'm dealing with a rookie quarterback, so I have to make sure he's, you know, protected at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know T.J. Watt can get to the ball and wreak havoc, and we also know Cameron Hayward can as well. And then when you look at T.J. Watt, not only do they have T.J. Watt, they got Melvin Ingram. So they have people, and T.J. Watt is an X factor. You know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting him to cause some ruckus in the game that we play. And then I want to say Hayward, Cameron Hayward is a superstar, 94 overall. So that's why I had two linemen right there as my key players for the week. You know, so if Tevin Jenkins and newly acquired Eric Flowers can hold down the edges, we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? And maybe this is a week where I need to run the ball to take some pressure off of Justin Fields, so he don't have to be watching out for T.J. Watt, not knowing what side he gonna come from. You know what I'm saying? So this could be a week where we focus on running the ball more than what we've done the last few weeks. Now, as you see, I got my man Travis Gibson on there, and you like, man, who is this cat? So, and I probably should have made this move a lot sooner because, as y'all know, I got Khalil Mack on one side, and I got Robert Quinn on the other. You know what I'm saying? Robert Quinn is old, and the only reason he's on the team is because of his contract. I want to say his cap penalty is like over 20 million, so I can't take that hit right now. So I was playing him early in the season, man. I think he accumulated like 5.5 sacks. I'm like, man, Robert Quinn is back. But the GM mode kicked in. And I'm like, man, why am I playing this dude? I gotta give Gibson a chance to play and earn a spot on this team and be a contributor. You know what I'm saying? So I started putting him in like with the formation subs on different packages, man. And I'm like, okay, he making a little noise, but not as much as I need him to. You know what I'm saying? So what really got me over the hump with this guy was the last game when I played the Niners and Jay Ramsey. So I'm looking at the stats right now, man, and versus the Niners, Travis Gibson had 3.5 sacks. So he must have heard me talking about him, man, and he just, you know, he came into play. So I'm like, if I got a young cat like 24 years old getting 3.5 sacks a game, what the hell am I doing playing Robert Quinn? You know what I'm saying? Robert Quinn just gonna be that mentor on the sideline, be like, hey, come on, Travis. You know, do this and do that. You can get to the quarterback quicker. So I need Robert Quinn to be that veteran mentor for Travis Gibson, because at this point, Quinn is just there. I mean, hopefully nobody gets hurt. Quinn to get in, but Quinn would not be the starter no more this year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not expecting to see him on the field. Maybe I might, y'all might feel like I'm wrong for putting him on special teams, man. But hey, man, you gotta earn your keep, bro. You just gonna be sitting on the sideline making money and not contributing. So that's what we doing with Travis Gibson right now, man. And I was really surprised. Matter of fact, him and Mac had the same amount of sacks, 3.5. So if you can put up the same amount of sacks that Mac has, then we can do something. You know what I'm saying? So right now, Khalil Mack has 8.5 sacks. Robert Quinn has 5.5, and Gibson has 5. So he's a half a sack behind Quinn, and hasn't really, really only started one game. You know what I'm saying? He's been playing, but he officially started last week. He's gonna start the rest of the year. So that's why he's a key player this week. All right, let's keep it moving, man. Now we play the Steelers, so let's look at some of their key players, man. You got Micah Fitzpatrick, who's a ball hawk. So when you're dealing with a rookie quarterback who potentially has trouble, reading reading defenses at times, this could benefit Micah Fitzpatrick. So that's a guy we got to watch out for. I mentioned earlier T.J. Watt and Cameron Hayward. Those are obvious, man. Offensively, we got to look at watch out for Claypool as well. Claypool is playing really well this year. But let's go back to Fitzpatrick. Let's see how he's doing this year. And according to the stats, he has 36 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 3 interceptions. So, like I said, he's kind of like a ball hawk. You know what I'm saying? He's right behind Terrell Edmonds, who has 4. So we gotta really watch how we take our shots downfield versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, we'll see, and just go with the flow of the game. But going back to Chase Claypool is leading the team in receptions with 30, 517 yards. He's averaging almost 80 yards a game with 4 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's the guy that we have to look out for. Now, I'm not saying we're not worried about nobody else, but Claypool seems to be the guy. I mean, because the next guy has 18 receptions. So, and the next guy up is Najee Harris. So when I mentioned Claypool has 30, when I said the next guy, the next receiver has 18 receptions. Now the guy right behind Claypool is Najee Harris with 26 receptions. So this is what I'm thinking. If it ain't going to Claypool, it's going to Najee Harris with 26. So, that ain't really easy to figure out. So it's like a 1-2 punch on offense. Now, rushing wise, Najee's the man. 131 attempts and 752 yards and 6 touchdowns. So Najee's that guy, man. He's gonna try to get you, in the running game and in the passing game. So he's the guy I'm gonna have to look out for, man. But I got Roquan out there, man. Hopefully Roquan can manage and match up with Najee and kind of take him out of the game. So that's how that's gonna go. Yep. So right now, man, we sitting at 7-1. We got the Steelers coming up in week 9, and then we got that famous bye week, which will be needed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to the bye week. Looking forward to this first season, man, concluding. But I'm really enjoying everything that's going on. And I'm not saying that because I'm winning. I'm really liking my team and the pieces that we're adding. You know what I'm saying? So when you guys be out there cutting people, man, don't forget, man, your trash is could be my pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Or treasure. So I've gotten 2 guys that people cut, and I'm like, dang, why did they cut him? I mean, young guys, man, 2 rookies, and I'm going to try to develop them, get them on the field. Matter of fact, one is starting on the O-line. So I'm like, man, the only way they can develop is play them. So, yep. Week 9, man, we got the Steelers coming up, and we're gonna try to handle them and keep this winning pedigree going, man, and just go from there, man. Like I said, I'm really enjoying the season. I'm enjoying the league. All the owners in the league, man, everybody's just playing and being active. Playing the games, having fun. So that's kind of concludes like a quick rundown of the Chicago Bears up until week 8. So y'all know we always bring y'all like um the top plays. You know what I'm saying? So these are the top plays for weeks what 5, 6, 7, and 8. So let's start off with week 5, man. Let's see where we at with week 5. Week 5 plays. Here we go, right here. Who was this? The Raiders, the game that we lost. So little play action, man. Got Allen Robinson out there running a little crossing route, going across the field. Here it goes again. Good read by Fields. I don't know who that was who missed that tackle, but he tried it. Couldn't get it. I appreciate it, man. So, even though you lose, you got to find, something positive out of it. And this was the best play out of that, from that game, man. So I really enjoyed that play. Next play, here we go right here. Next play versus the Packers. Okay. Got a little option, a little triple option right here. So I had to shovel pass, I could keep it, I could pitch it. But now, I'm going to tell you why this is my favorite play. Look at Allen Robinson on this play. Look at the block. He pretty much washed that cornerback all the way down inside, and it pretty much freed up Fields where he just running in. Didn't have to pitch it or anything. Didn't have to risk a fumble. He just ran it in. So shout out to Allen Robinson with that X factor, getting that block. And he was blocking Jair, another X factor. So good play right there, man. I love this play right here, man. And it wasn't all about the run. It was pretty much about the blocking. You know what I'm saying? So next up, man, we playing the Bucks. And now we on the defensive side of the ball. Boom! Look at that. Ooh, red wine. Red wine. I don't know about y'all, but I could use a cup of wine, a glass of wine right now. Look at it here. Who was that? Goodwin? Goodwin said, "Please don't throw that to me." See, that's the difference between having Brady and Kyle Trask on the field, man. Brady wouldn't have never put his receiver in that type of position to get knocked out like that. You know what I'm saying? But Redwine was like, "Man, come on, bring it." And then my man Roquan right there to pick it up, take it in for the touchdown. So, but this game right here was really close until the second part of the game, man. And Trask, I guess the lights just got to him, and he started just throwing the ball, man, turning it over. But yeah, we appreciate it. Shout out to the homie Randy, man. All right, next play. This is probably my best play of the year right here, and I'm gonna tell you why. So, get going. Naked. He is naked. You ain't gonna catch him. But let me tell you what happened on this play. Well, not that play. The play before. As you can see, the score is 28-21. Well, the previous kick return, Akeem Grant got blasted from the ball, and the Niners ran it in for a touchdown. That's why you see the score so close, 21-28. So I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, I'm about to cut Grant, and he just gonna be, in free agency, man. Somebody will get him. But, and the crazy thing is, when he kicked it back to me, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna lay down. And I said, nope. And I seen it open, and I'm like, oh my God, he's about to take it to the house. Take it to the house. Take it to the house. So this is probably my best play of the year, and it's not because of the kick return. It's what happened before the kick return. How on the previous kick return he got hit from the ball and gave up 6 points to the Niners. So this is called put the big boy pants on and get back out there and play. You know what I'm saying? He could have just folded and be like, man, I ain't going back out there, coach. Nope. He put his helmet on, strapped up, turned the burners on, and was gone. Great block right there by I don't know who that is, but they gonna get a raise when it's time for resign. But yeah, man, I really enjoyed that play right there. So yes, sir. Great play right there. See the little bear peeking his head out right there, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, so that was a quick rundown, man, of Bears Den week 8. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'll probably be doing this show again. I don't know if I'm gonna do it week 12 or week 13, or I might just wait till like week 17. That way, I don't know if I got a playoff spot locked up, where my standings are as far as the playoffs. So I don't know. We're moving at a pretty good pace where I can kind of keep the show going. But yeah, man. Um, so in regards to the Bears, like I said, we 7-1. We're trying to keep everything rolling, man. Trying to be competitive in this DML league, man. And other than that, everything's going pretty well, man. Long as I don't have any more major injuries, I got a couple guys coming back next week because they was on that 1 week injury with like a turf toe or something like that. They'll be back. We'll hit the pads again. I don't know if I'm gonna do half or full pads, but you gotta try to watch out with doing full pads because your guys get tired and they get injured. So other than that, man, like I said, we're not gonna keep you long. Shout out to the league. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you tune in. Leave a comment, man. If you don't, oh well. If you watch it, it don't matter. I'm gonna keep doing them anyway. So until then, we're gonna shut these lights out, man.